It's a BumbleKast Mini, sponsored by Desrak.
No more compromise. This is do or die. I'll tell you one last time. What do Sonic's animal people eat? Are they all omnivores? Or are some herbivores, carnivores, etc.? For example, do the bird people eat birdseed and bugs? Don't dodge the question, or I'll steal your cowboy hat. Also, thank you for not calling... Thank you, Desrak, for not calling them nermies.
You can have the hat.
Do you not have that hat anymore?
No,
like that's going way back in the day.
The hat got put into storage and got smushed, so it's not really so much a hat as it's a lump that can be set on one's head.
Oh no!
But
anyway,
yeah, R.I.P. hat. There's no official word on what they eat or what the food is made out of. I think that's just something that we're all going to kind of collectively smile and nod and not question.
Okay. Well, I'll tell you what the food is made of now.
I mean, that was something that kind of crossed my mind when we were working on the cookbook. It's like, do we even address how they know how to make these? It's like, no, don't even go there. Just focus on the food and the characters having fun and
the characters eating food.
Yeah, don't worry about, what part of the picky does the hot dog come from.
Don't question why they're eating cookies. Do the animal people taste like the animals they're based on? For example, does Mimic taste like octopus? Do hedgehogs like Sonic and Shadow taste like tough pork? Yeah, apparently that's what hedgehogs taste like, etc.
Who wasted their time trying to eat a hedgehog? Like, how much meat can you get off of it?
I don't know, about as much as you can get off a guinea pig, and people eat guinea pigs. And the Romans
yeah, but guinea pigs aren't covered in spines.
Apparently the Romans ate hedgehogs. Well, you don't eat the spines, Ian.
No, but I don't know. It's kind of like, I don't know, like an extremely prickly cactus. Is it really worth getting to the meat of that?
I mean, they don't have like a ton of spines on the bottom.
Okay, so what? Do you get an ice cream scoop? Anyway.
Yes. Maybe. I don't know, man. I've never done it, but someone has.
I would... ancient Roman ice cream scoop and hedgehog.
Yummy.
I would, I guess, by extension, assume that they taste similarly to their namesakes.
Lick one
Perhaps
and find
not
out.
exactly the same. I mean, they're all going to be much larger, more densely musculatured, because they're far more active and are carrying more weight.
But they've also got funky rubber hose arms. I'm guessing they don't have much meat on those.
I would also imagine that their diet has a very large impact on it, because the Nermies eat normal human food, and that would impact the flavor. I don't know.
I mean, Vector probably just tastes like alligator.
That is also not covered in the cookbook.
Oh, darn. Oh, no. Oh. All right. If they don't taste like the animals they're based on, do they taste like humans instead? I heard our meat is pretty close to veal.
See, I heard we were more like pork.
Yeah, that's what I heard too. Not very good pork.
I mean, kind of depends on your diet. Trash in is trash out.
Hypothetically.
But I'm going back to my previous statement that I feel like they'd be adjacent to their base species in terms of flavor. Maybe a mixture of the two.
Why do people send us money to do this?
They enjoy watching us squirm.
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, it is funny. Oh, man. It is funny. All right. It seems like maybe we're getting into some non-eating questions now. Maybe, I hope. How does Mimic shapeshifting work? Like when he turned into an egg pawn that one time, did his body turn to steel? Or was he just all flesh, mimicking the look of steel? I think his arm even functioned as a cannon when he was in that egg pawn state. It's wild. And what happens to his rags when he transforms?
It works in the same fashion that Sonic is able to run at Mach speeds and Tails is able to spin his tails. It's cartoon logic. It's rule of cool. Don't think too hard about it. I imagine that when he transforms, his flesh takes on properties similar to what he's mimicking. So when he turned into that egg pawn, at a touch, it would feel rigid and sturdy like steel, but I don't think he could actually like shrug off damage that actual armor plating could. I don't remember him using a gun arm, but I'd have to go back and look at the art again. He shouldn't be able to do that. Like he doesn't like it's supposed to be kind of T-1000-esque. He can't create moving parts or like chemical reactions. It's just mimicry. The cloak he's wearing is part of that mimicry. That's just how he decided to look at the moment because he is a spoopy boy.
Oh, okay. So his rags are not actually rags. It's just him. Okay.
Or it's like rule of cool and he's somehow able to fold his body around it and incorporate into him. It's don't think too hard about it.
Yeah, pretty much. Do any of the animal people hibernate? Like the bears, hedgehogs, or bats?
Fun fact that I just learned, bears don't actually hibernate.
No, not really.
Apparently they go into like a torpor and they don't actually go into full actual hibernation.
No. Yeah.
So I've been living a lie all this time. But no, I don't think anybody actually does.
No. They're basically humans with some minor animal traits. That's really how you should think about them.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah. Do reptilians and insects like SBO, Jet, and Charmy molt? What do they do about molting season if they do?
I don't believe so. See Kyle's previous answer of they're people with animal traits, basically.
Don't worry. Be happy. Don't get mad at Ian for saying it. It's me this time.
Of course, now I have this horrible mental image of Charmy setting up his molts around the office to prank the others.
Oh, no.
Charmy, get off the ceiling fan! Oh, no, he fell! Oh, no, he shattered!
Vector would think he actually shattered, isn't he? Didn't he? Oh, no. Amazing.
SBO, what are we gonna do? We can't afford a funeral.
That's his only concern. Oh, no.
There's something else we need to be concerned about. What if people start asking why the child in our protective care has gone missing? Oh, crap. Quick, get a dustpan. We gotta hide the body. Or at least what's left of it.
Oh, no.
Quick, grab that coffee can. We'll say we cremated him. They can't prove different.
This is Big Lebowski.
The dude abides.
Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. I don't want Vector.
That's just like your opinion, man.
I don't know if I want SBO to scream about effing a stranger in the Alps. Wait, what was the what was the actual line? I know what the actual line is, but what is the full? Let's see.
The full diatribe, I don't know off the top of my head.
Yeah. This is what happens when you fight a stranger in the Alps. There we go. You see what happens when you find a stranger in the Alps. Oh, I love TV edits for dialogue. Why would you even put Big Lebowski on our TV? Anyway, we have gone off the rails, as we do on this show. Do sheep like lanolin need to be shorn every once in a while? Do they make sweaters out of their own wool?
Do you make a sweater out of your own hair after you go to the barber?
You could.
I think there are people who do, but they're kind of the outliers. So no.
Also, apparently, you made an Alps find. You made Bean make a Stranger in the Alps reference in Archie's.
Are you really that surprised?
I'm not. No, I'm really not. But I forgot about that. Oh dear. I'm having this is a good time. What's the texture of the zeti skin like? Is it hard and leathery, smooth and rubbery? Are they covered in a fine, hard to see peach fuzz like sphinx cats? Or is it more of a reptilian-like deal with scales? Or neither?
Looking at the high-res art, it kind of looks like they've got the texture of a dodgeball.
Dodgeball?
So I just imagine Sonic kind of knocks into one and you hear the boing noise every time they hit a wall or something.
Dodgeball. All right. Give him a good kick. Which characters have the softest fur?
I would imagine Cream, bar none, would
maybe,
be the softest, fluffiest thing in creation.
Maybe Lanolin? She's very fluffy,
Maybe
but I don't know.
Those pigtails, to be sure. Very puffy.
Yeah.
Movie tails seem to have very fluffy tails, but
Mm-hmm.
you know, if they're used for flying, I would imagine the fur would be almost kind of hard and rigid to allow for more lift, because that's scientifically accurate.
All right. And I don't know. Tangle's tail might be, unless she's like mad and is using it to inflict pain, cause damage. But if not, then it might be decent enough. Do the animal people share the behaviors of the animals they are based on? For example, does Vector open his maw for birds like Jet and Bean to pick at his teeth? Since flickies aren't birds, someone has to do it.
Flickies are too a type of bird. Don't go there.
You're the one who said they weren't.
Of course they're birds.
You said they weren't.
You can't prove that.
We have recorded evidence of it, sir.
Yes, well, we've also established that I've made mistakes in the past. So, haha.
Okay, well, at least you finally admit you're imperfect and you don't have, and your ego is you do have a massive ego.
Not sure how we get there from flickies or birds, but okay.
Well, I mean,
generally speaking,
I'm
generally speaking,
I'm leaping through all the things that other people will leap through. Anyway, go ahead.
Talking over Kyle.
Okay.
No, the characters don't have animalistic behaviors. There is one exception that immediately springs to mind, where in Sonic Rush, if you use the stylus to tap on Blaze directly, she'd spook like a cat. But I think that's more of an Easter egg and less of an actual like thing. Of course, now I'm thinking of Rouge sleeping upside down in Prime. So generally, no.
What
they
about
don't have animalistic traits.
What about the pigeon in 06 that goes coo?
Well, that's a pigeon.
Yeah. What if
that's not an animal person?
What if a pigeon animal person met a pigeon in Sonic's world?
He'd probably be cool with that.
Okay. Is that like the
what'll he do otherwise?
Oh, is that like the ducks in DuckTales being fed?
Oh, absolutely.
Yes. The alien is looking back and forth, very confused, and the ducks are neither of the ducks seem to be put out by it at all. Oh, that's a good one. I love that one. All right. How embarrassing is the Babylon Rogues' secret side gig as Vector's toothpickers for them? Does Jet complain, like in Jet's voice? What is Jet's voice?
Like a more nasally, obnoxious Sonic.
He had tacos last night. Would it kill you to floss? I don't know. They can't be stealing stuff all the time, and they have to make ends meet somehow.
They can absolutely steal all the time just to avoid the scenario. I will fight tooth and nail to keep them out of the tooths and nails.
I'm being told. I was told I had to somehow do an impression, and there you go. I'm not an impression guy. I'm not. I'm awful at it. But I tried.
Well, that's the impression I got.
I can tell. I did my best. Well, not really, because I didn't even do any research before this one, so I didn't even look it up. Okay, all joking aside, a serious one. Oh, just now we're finally getting to the serious one? It's your last question. Do the animal people have a uniform physiology? Like, are they all roughly analogous to mammals regardless of their seeming biological class/phylum? Or do they actually have distinct physiologies? I ask because you have invertebrates like Charmy, Jewel, and Mimic, who seem to not be that different from mammalian vertebrates like Sonic and what have you, save for wings and shapeshifting. Is the difference in species largely cosmetic?
Officially, I honestly don't know. Personally, I feel like that's how you have to be.
That's kind of what I'm thinking. They're, like I said, they're mostly just kind of humans with animal traits.
Yeah, like you couldn't have the Chaotix go to anywhere polar because they'd all be exothermic and dead within 5 minutes. It's you have to treat them as what they are ultimately, and that's cartoon characters. So watch, I say that and we'll actually address it internally. It's like, oh no, like it's an actual octopus and it's an actual crocodile. It's like, but I don't know.
But would it actually make any difference is the thing.
Would it actually be applied? I think it's better to just assume that, all animal people, Mobians, Nermies, whatever you want to call them, are basically the same thing.
Mm-hmm. I suppose. All right, well, I guess we're ending out on a serious question there, but oh well. We had some fun here today, right?
We absolutely did. The Chaotic says the cast of Big Lebowski is perhaps the highlight of the year already.
The highlight of the BumbleKast.
Thank you, Desrek, for sponsoring this episode. If you want a BumbleKast Mini of your own, head over to patreon.com/BumbleKast, Ko-fi.com/BumbleKast, or become a YouTube member.
See you next time.